Good morning all. I'm out with Wendy today.
Good morning.
Good morning. Say good morning. Yeah.
Good morning.
It's a bit of a chilly one, so we're layered up. But today's quite special because we're discovering a new path that's been built by the Woodland Trust. And I've come here today for a meeting with Dom of the Woodland Trust and Matt from Active Lincolnshire. Now, you know what these bods are like in councils and authorities. They know nothing about cycling, but actually these two do, because here they are on their bikes. That's a refreshing change. So there's Matt. There's Matt.
Morning.
Matt, you're it's Active Travel People and Place Manager.
People and Places Manager at Active Lincolnshire. Yeah.
Active Lincolnshire.
Travel is part of my role. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Matt's got some money to spend on Grantham, so we're very keen to persuade him to spend it the right way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dom.
Hello.
You are the
Community Development Officer.
Community Development Officer, and you're behind this.
Yes, yeah, part of the Reconnecting Grantham project. So yeah, we're connecting Grantham to London Thorpe Woods, and that's the main aim of the project.
Right.
Along with a few other things along health, history and nature, but this is one aspect, quite a big aspect of the capital works that have just almost been completed now.
Yeah, well, we'll have a look at the car park in a minute with everybody, but at the moment we're at the end of the trail for the time being, because the new path connecting the town isn't finished yet. When's this going to be finished, Dom?
Yeah, really soon, hopefully in the coming weeks.
Oh,
That's
excellent.
Yeah, but we'll announce it to let everyone know when it's all
perhaps let me know privately so I can christen it.
Yeah, we'll get that ribbon out that you were talking about.
Yeah, good. Right, we'll ride back to the car park and have a look at that.
Sounds good.
Something that's very helpful is that they've installed these gates on the road as you enter the site. As I've noticed, cars actually slow down when they get to the gates. This site only opened just before Christmas, and already, as you can see, there's loads of cars here using it. Dom was saying that he came here, opened the gates for the first time. When he got back from a short walk, the car park was really busy. As you can see, we've got some cycle parking here, so if you want to arrive here on your bike and then go for a walk, that's fine. And along here, if you were watching Paul Green's video the other day, you'd have seen him mention the compost loos, of which there are two, and they're now closed. The reason they're closed is because they've found the problem with the installation, so clearly they can't be used at the moment. One of the things they're trying to do here is reduce the amount of signage, so you know, you've got a few signs here and there which you need. But the idea is that people are responsible and don't ride bikes where they shouldn't do. Some of the local people were worried that this was going to turn into a cycling haven, and their walks would be disturbed by people tearing around on bikes, but that's not likely to happen. And the other thing is, of course, that the cycling is really just to and from the place. And as you can see, apart from the shared cycle path, there's plenty of walkways through the woods. So as this matures, it's a fairly young wood at the moment, but as it matures, it's going to be a fantastic place for Grantham. So we've just done the main path through the woods. We've come back down to the car park, which you've just seen. The only issue at the moment is we've got no cycle connection into Grantham. So we're just going to go and have a look at a temporary one and see if it's suitable. This is the other end of that path that you've just seen. It'll actually go through this gate here and then all the way up, bend left, then right, and you can see in the distance where it goes uphill up into the trees. Well, we checked out the route from Grantham up to here, from Wyndham Park. It's not ideal, but it's okay. It'll do for the event on the 19th of March. But we're hoping Sustrans are going to sort out a more permanent route that's a lot easier, because on the route we've planned there's a little bit of walking necessary on some of the paths, but it's not a problem. It'll do for the 19th to introduce people. So if you're in the Grantham area on the 19th of March, it'd be great if you could join us. As some of you may know, I'm the local Cycling UK advocate, and as such I've been working with this chap, Matt, from Active Lincolnshire. So what just tell us about your remit, Matt.
Okay, a lot of my work is to do with getting people to move more, so for a health benefit, and within that there is a piece of work around active travel, trying to encourage people to walk and cycle, not necessarily for sport and for getting fit, but just as a way of moving more. So those short journeys, when it's less than 20 minutes, you know, if it's a couple of miles, can we walk? 4 or 5 miles, can we ride a bike instead of jumping in the car? Excellent. Yeah. So yeah, it's exciting. There's lots of people really keen. Lots of people want to work with us. Lots of people want to see that development, which is great. Lots of positivity. Good. So hopefully over the next 12, 18 months, we'll hopefully see stats to sort of increase. So at the moment, we're looking at about 6% of people would ride or walk in the last 28 days on 2 occasions. Yeah. So not a lot, but it's a start, and there's definitely appetite, certainly in the sort of Grantham area, Gainsborough area, West Lindsey and South Kesteven districts, appetite for moving more on the back of probably the pandemic and the environmental kind of messaging around COP26. So real energy towards doing something. So we've just got to get behind it now. Yep. Well, some of the things we've discussed today are quite exciting, I must say. So and it's good that Grantham's getting a look in, because I feel sometimes we're left behind here. So I think everybody in every town and village will be able to put an argument together around why they need help and why they need support. So hopefully over the next few years we'll be able to get around and support as many communities as possible. Great. But right now, Grantham and Gainsborough is 2 key areas for us to try and support that modal shift. I think that's the best word. That's the word. Good. So whether it's in the schools, getting children to use their bikes more, whether it's businesses, you know, we can get out and try and get some bikes fixed up and get people to drag out that rusty old iron out of the shed and get it going again. Getting people moving more, that's what it's all about. And we've discussed the new highway code, trying to get the message across to motorists, just what the changes are, and to cyclists. And trying to get that messaging out to the mass public that the highway code has changed. People need, you know, there's an education piece just in there, so people need to be aware of the changes. I believe it's changed to try and make it safer. So if you're on a a horse, you know someone's going to give way to you that's on a vehicle.
Yep.
If you're on a bike, you know you've got to give way to someone that's walking, but you're going to receive give way.
Yeah.
So you know,
It's the hierarchy.
The hierarchy, yeah.
Yep.
Getting that message out is going to
Good.
be key.
Excellent. Thanks, Matt. It's
Thank
been
you
good,
for all you're
good to
doing.
see you today.
Yeah, you too.
Cheers. So there you have it. Some exciting times ahead for Grantham, I think. I'm going to disappear now because it's extremely cold. It's just about freezing still, so I'm going to call it a day, I think. So until next time, see you then. Bye.